Good morning, folks, and I want to wish you a very happy Tuesday, and I hope and pray that you're doing well today. Hope and pray that as you get your day started, that you continue in the blessings of God. Christian, I say these things every single day or some variation of it so that we will be encouraged throughout the day, no matter what may happen to us. We can still be encouraged because we belong to God. You know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You belong to the Father. And even though the world will have its moments, even though things may come against you, you recall yesterday I was talking about the Israelite and the Amalekite army, whatever may come and battle against you, you have the ultimate defense. You have God. And remember that Paul says in the book of Romans is, if God be for us, who can be against us? So take comfort in that today, Christian. Be encouraged in that today, and may that truth sustain you. I want to read to you today from the book of Matthew, chapter number 5, in the Beatitudes, part of the Sermon on the Mount. Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be reading the Beatitudes that we find in the early part of in chapter 5. But I'm going to read a little bit further down from verse number 16, and then we will get into some context and make our application today. Jesus says these words, Matthew chapter 5 and verse number 16. He says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." And the person that doesn't know Christ or doesn't understand would probably point to this verse and say, see, look, good works are necessary to get into heaven. Let me disavow anybody who may think that. This is not what Jesus is saying. He's talking about those good works that are the outgrowth of your Christianity. But let's look at what he says earlier in, I think verse number 13 is a good place to start. He reminds us, and when I say us, I'm talking about us as Christians, as believers, as followers of Christ. He says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men." Verse 14, "You are the light of the world." Christian, Jesus is reminding us that we are the light of the world. You might remember I've said this many, many times before. We were not saved just so we can hang that plaque on our wall and show others, hey, look what I got. No, we were saved so we can be the light of God, the light of love in a world that so desperately needs it. Verse 14, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light to all that are in the house." And then I repeat verse number 16, "Let your light so shine before men, so they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." Christian, here's the application. We have the light of God's love. We are the light of God's love in this world. So may we let that shine in our actions, in our works, everything that we do for the glory of God. May that shine for the world to see, so that, as Jesus says here, they may glorify your Father which is in heaven. Folks, we are a living, breathing, verbal, visible witness to a world that so desperately needs God's love. So let me encourage each and every one of us this day, let our light shine before this world, so that through our light, through the works of our Christianity, they may see the glory of God. They may glory in God, and they may come to know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, thereby adding to the light of the world. And I hope this gives you encouragement, challenge, maybe even conviction this Tuesday. And I hope and pray you have a wonderful Tuesday. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.